Everybody, welcome back. They're playing another episode in our legendary von Karstein legendary von Karstein campaign with the overhaul mod. Okay, go ahead and look. The Steel Faith overhaul mod. Sorry, still a little tired. Just got up a little bit ago. Okay, so where we left off last time, we took over Castle Tempelhof on the second turn, ASAP. Grabbed Fort Oberstyre. Now this is a lot hard. I think this is going to be a lot harder in terms of combat, especially taking towns. I mean, look at this Waldenhof. Like, what is this? It's got a White King. I mean, it's nice for my own towns having, you know, some good stuff there. Swartzhofen. I guess when it gets to level or tier 2, it gets a little skeleton guy. So that's going to be really nice once you take towns. It's easier to hold them, I think. The public order penalty is also much lighter to start with. The provincial instability is worse, but I like the changes so far. I do like the changes. We are getting quite a lot of growth early on too. Let's just tech up fast. More expensive. These are way more expensive, but they are extremely powerful as well. Particularly the bar guy. So the balancing is definitely a lot more interesting. Anyways, we have a decision.
Now is not the time for petty politics.
I do want to confederate with them, but I'm not sure how nice I want to be about it. I kind of just want to kill them, but I do want the legendary lords. When I played my initial Vampire Accounts campaign, there was no von Karstein or any other like thing that I needed to confederate with for legendary lords. I just wanted to kill everybody, and that's fine. But now I do want those legendary lords. I want Helman Gorse. I want Manfred. I want the other Necromancer guy. They're a long ways off from unlocking those people, I think. And I need to take this ASAP also, because it has a special building chain, I think, and I'm not sure exactly what that is. Does it say on here? Access unique building chain in Castle Drakenhof, if I get it. Alright, so the thing is, do we go with Eschen or do we go with Waldenhof? We can get Waldenhof right now. I'm going to have access to the Tithe and the Stalkers. So those don't have regen. If I want them. Oh, the Tithe or armor piercing? What? 32 armor piercing damage. Jeez. Okay, I think we just go for Von Eschen here.
Ascendant.
I do want the growth, but I want to make sure we get this nice and clean too.
I assent.
Queen of Darkness.
That would be such a great grab if I could get that without a lord being there. There's still going to be this guy. I just don't know how I beat this. 3 Graveguard, 3 Ghouls, 1 Crypt Horror. I mean, I guess with the Graveguard I can focus fire them down. I could hire 1 more Skeleton. And put me just about over. Two Vampires. I mean, the Vampires can get in there and mess up the Graveguard, I suppose. These can roll in and just tear up the Graveguard too. We can focus fire this guy down pretty quickly. They don't have walls. Cryptors are going to be a problem. Do we have Spearmen? I think all our Spearmen died. They did. It's going to be so hard, but we've got our Legendary Lord with Vampires if we want to do it. Now, Manfred might take Eschen. That's the thing. So we could do Eschen first. They're almost certainly going to rotate back if we do that. That would give us some levels, though. Levels would give us extra Dark Pact and maybe the Hunger. I don't think Manfred will attack Waldenhof. I think I just need to get Eschen so that Manfred doesn't get it. Let's go with Eschen. That's just this. I do like going for the tougher choice, but I think we're just gonna regen most of it up. This is gonna be a slaughter. Did hurt my units quite a bit, but I think we'll regen a good chunk here. What's that? Yeah, it's pretty good actually. Sort of. It's okay. It's not earth shattering, but it's alright. And we're just gonna occupy. Vampire Count's already sacked it. Now we can get the ties in those stalkers if we want them. Yeah, so it looks like you get 2 skill points per level, which, I mean, the enemy gets it also. This does let me tech up to other stuff and gives me more diversity, sort of, because I'm still not going to be able to get everything here. I mean, how many points are in a tree? Like, it takes 1, 4, 5, 6, 10. It takes 11 to fully complete a tree. So I can't even fully complete 3 trees. Even, well, if they do 2 points per, I would have 60. Yeah, I could complete every tree if I did that. But I mean, they get that as well. I don't know. I'm not super keen on the 2 points per, but it does let me take off a bit faster. I don't know. I just feel like that's something that a player is going to leverage a lot more, a lot better than AI is going to leverage, but there is a higher probability that AI doesn't waste all their points on stupid stuff because they can get so many things now. For instance, in the Dwarf campaign, you know, I confederated and they had like 3 points in Tunneler and 3 points in something else. It's just total garbage. So, with 60 total points, you can get a lot more stuff. That heavily benefits lords that have a lot of really good stuff. Because there are some lords that have really, like, a nice path that you can take, but all their other stuff is garbage. And there's some that have just a ton of really good stuff, and it makes for hard choices. Okay, I think the Hunger is one that we're definitely interested in right now. That's going to help with her regeneration a lot. And then Dark Pact. I mean, it's fine. It'll change up our build pass a little bit. Okay, so definitely Hunger. Probably Dark Pact. That's going to give me 5 extra leadership when I attack. Okay. And you don't get to higher levels faster. You just get to level up lower level stuff faster. I'm going to do Expansionist. And then probably Restorer, I believe, is the big one that we're looking for here. So that's interesting. It's just more powerful lords. She has, they both have 2 points. So she get this Restorer plus Restorer. Okay. What do we want in terms of buildings? Eschen.
Countess of Sylvania.
Yeah, I mean, we could hire one more something. These guys are obviously a little bit stronger. Question is, what do I want to do next turn? I'm going to try to hit this up next turn. If he doesn't come back home, I might. Dang, Essen already has Empire Knights. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot harder to siege in these towns. That's interesting. That's interesting. We'll see how this works out. Okay, we'll hire one more. I'm gonna get rid of this. What do I have here? Anything special? Got this. Who cares? We can't trade. Maybe we could like. You can't trade as vampire counts. That's the thing that always kind of irks me a little bit. I guess we just get charnel pit just for growth, and then try to get to a gibbet. Their buildings are very expensive as well. So we have great public orders. We can take these towns and have good public order. Okay. Still can't afford another lord down here. Just move on. Then we'll maybe take Drakenhof next turn. Oh, Manfred's going for it. Is he going to sack it? Oh, he did sack it. Nice. That's actually really good for us, I think. Oh, we might be able to kill Manfred here. Or did he lose that fight? So if I raid a region, 650 dark magic and +5 diplomatic relationships. Oh, he got killed.
It is night.
He injured Drakenhof. Did he win? I can't tell if these are injured or not. They didn't get sacked. I'm honestly not sure if Charnel Pit is worth it. What else does Charnel Pit give? Let me see. Gives some replenishment and siege holdout time.
Darkness comes.
What level was this? Level 2? And we could go for Castle Drakenhof right now, and then confederate with him. That would be pretty insane.
Now is not the time for petty politics, mine brothers, mine kin.
I mean, you are incentivized to take this ASAP. From what I understand, they have something special that they have said allows you to get vampires sooner than you normally would be able to, which I'm very, very interested in doing that.
Let us talk.
Can I beat this, though? Cairn rates are going to get slaughtered. I don't care about those. White King is difficult. This guy is just a lord. He's okay. But they don't have any other units.
Isabella.
Two vampires. And we could bring in Vlad. He is 563 per turn though, so that's definitely going to put me over the limit. So we could hire him right here and then bring him in to reinforce next turn if we sieged it. Manfred could come down. I mean, Vlad would be one more good hero, and I could potentially bring in 2 regiments of renown with Vlad, or just like hire some just some zombies or something here with Vlad. So I could siege it this turn. Manfred would be able to come back. He is kind of injured, not really. So they would have Manfred plus whatever these 3 mystery units are. I would have Vlad.
You need me?
One more turn of... Well, no, I wouldn't have regen because I'd be in their territory. What are the other options? Okay, this place has 8 things now. They raised dead, probably. Waldenhof. I think Waldenhof is just as difficult, if not even more so, potentially, than Drakenhof. Sorry, this is a pretty big decision, though. If I fail this, I mean, it could be campaign ending. I doubt it, but... So I would lose out on the Legendary Lords, I would lose out on Helm and Gorst, I would lose out on the Necromancer. But, you know, in order for me to get those, I have to wait on them to power up, and I'm incentivized to take this as fast as I can. Those Legendary Lords are okay, they're cool, but the normal Vampire Lords are fine, too. We could still maybe get Von Karstein if we kill him, if we kill his main town and then confederate with him. I mean, he's gonna fight us. We can't really play that nice with him, I don't think. So they're gonna have like cannons and stuff, which shouldn't matter that much. We'll just scale the walls. I'd have air superiority by far. Just have that one vampire who's okay. I've got 2 other vampires that can just scale the wall and fight him. They have Crypt Horrors, which would be a problem, but those can't get up on the walls. Well, that's Graveguard. These are going to be tough on the wall, but if I charge cycle them just over and over and over again with my dudes, and get the vampire counts up there, and just charge cycle them with the Vargeist, I think we might pull it off. Get these tithe. I think we can do this. She's got physical resistance too. That's pretty insane, but I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I mean, I could get rid of these and then hire the Consington or whatever. What are these? Okay, they have poison, which is pretty decent. A little bit tougher. Okay, let's get rid of these then. God, it's so much gold, but it's an upgrade, and this is all in. Like, we have to go right now. This is just an opportunity while Vlad is away. I think we just have to do it. Like, we're not going to be able to get the Legendary Lords, which kind of sucks, but these garrisons are so insane right now. This is just level 2. Just imagine what's going to show up here if they get to level 3 garrison and Manfred has a full 20 stack of, like, really tough units. Like, just how much they're going to have. Just the kinds of units they're going to have. It's just going to be absolutely insane. I mean, this is not even a capital, this Waldenhof, and it's already has a crazy garrison with just a tier 1 gate building, just a corpse pile. Insane. But it's much, much harder to take garrisons. No, I'm not going to be able to siege him on first turn anyways. I guess I should have just waited on Vlad, because I can't siege first turn anyways. I was thinking maybe I could. But Vlad's going to be able to come down here. Oh, what happens if they fight me open field, though? I don't know if I can beat that open field. I was thinking I could, like, take advantage of the walls, but Vlad might run down and they might fight me open field. Can I beat that open field? With Vlad. Like, if he raises dead and runs down here. Or not with Vlad, with Manfred. Or would I just play it safe and go with Waldenhof? Can't beat Walden. Okay, so they already have 8 things. I don't think I can beat that. Especially not open field. We're gonna try Vlad. We're gonna We're gonna kill him or we're gonna die trying. Get him at war with Templehof. Just get him. Jeez, they really don't think I have a prayer here. Now they might have like much tougher siege units than I do. I'm counting on these black knights not being able to do anything because they're going to be walled up in a city. These are all full strength now though. But I think the charge cycling with the Vargeists combined with the just the power of the vampires. We had this 480 weapon strength now because of her. I think we can probably do it.
Annihilate them!
Could also buy Vlad here. I can't undo Vlad. Once I pull this rabbit out of my hat, I cannot put it back. So I'm gonna be burning through cash. I can delete something to get rid of it though. Vlad's stronger than... He costs almost as much as the Vargeist does. So... just recruit him here. Oh no, not raise. It's 220, so I could just hire just 3 zombies or something. 600. That's cutting it like super close, but I really need to just be able to fight this as much as I possibly can. I'm gonna go bankrupt, but this is all in. Because Vlad's gonna, or Manfred's gonna come down here to mess with me, probably. We'll talk about Vlad if I don't lose the campaign on this turn. But let's just see if I can go through without losing the campaign. Go, boys and girls. What do we have here? Get a gibbet, but then I'm just going to be bankrupt. I just got to wait. Now they could attack Eschen with their little 8-stack and maybe take it. I'll just take it back, though. Whatever. Scary stuff. Let's do it. Now, if they come at me open field... Oh, okay. He's running. What? He's scared. Okay, we just might be able to do this then. If Vlad comes in to support.
But know this. I see the daggers hidden behind thine smile.
Peace treaty. I don't think so. I think we want to kill him. I mean, I really do want the money, but... Nah, bro. Do I want to try to fight this? I don't have a lord here. If they take it, I mean, they might burn it, which would suck. I don't think I can beat them. Not without a lord. I mean, the knights... These guys are pretty good. I don't think so, not without a lord. It's fine. He just sacked it, whatever. I don't even have a building there. He's just gonna like enter my main building with it. It's fine. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Sorry about all the deliberation, but this is like literally a campaign ending battle if I lose it. We're going hard.
Never. The von Darstein.
We're gonna delete some of this stuff to have enough cash. We're also gonna get a sack for next turn. I'm just hiring as much as I possibly can. We can cut costs later. I just want to make sure that we're gonna have enough power here for this. Where's the town?
King of Darkness.
I would like to do it without having to run. Should be a reinforce, right? Yeah, he's reinforcing.
Death and destruction!
Oh, we're definitely manually fighting it, though. It's going to be a very, very difficult fight. We're not going to auto it. There's going to be casualties. A lot of casualties. Alright, let's do it. If we do this, we might be able to confederate and get Manfred. And we're really going to be, like... We're really going to have to trim some stuff back if we get Manfred. Because the upkeep on all these people is going to be insane. I wish they would change it so that you could get Helmengorst and some of these other ones after you confederate. But if we don't get them, like I said, it's fine. I do like having them. They're very cool for the lore. I do like doing the quest battles and things. But it's not something that, you know, we have to have. Do I even care about this battering ram? I'm not even sure if I want to open this up. I just want to scale those walls. Yeah, I just want these being shot at by one thing, not two. It's gonna kind of be weird flooding everybody onto just one place. Yeah, we can land here and here and just, we just want to get these towers. Vlad's coming in here, perfect. Okay. So the key to winning this battle is going to be charge cycling these Vargeist. Everyone else, and the vampires, everything else is just probably going to fail. I guess we can battering ram the first door and just clog it up, but there's really no point. Just drop the equipment. I just want to go over the top of the wall. I don't even want to open this up. And then we can drop down from the top onto here, onto the bottom, if we want to. I've kind of changed my philosophy about sieging in the last couple of campaigns. Just drop that equipment, I don't care. We don't need to go in through the front door.
Isabella von Karstein! What?
Blood frenzy. Very well.
We'll see if we can put some of these over here. Let's just fan some of these out. And my hope is that maybe they will put people on these walls to try to get stuff to shoot at them. And then if we move them really quickly, because we're so mobile, then we can run over here and just focus, and then they may not rotate fast enough over here to help. I just want them to try to man these walls a little bit. Okay, got him. Okay, so they did put a couple of people over there. What does this guy have? Okay, he has the same thing, Master of Beguilement. She has the same Master. Okay, so they both have the same deal. Oh, this got blown up. Okay. Alright, we need to file in right here then. Actually, that's fine. He can go up right there. They can both go up there, and then she can go up here.
It is done.
Isabella von Carstein.
Living will join. Vampire. I understand.
Vlad von Carstein.
Swiftly.
Okay, we've got this tower.
Crush the breathers. To the living.
Guys, get in here. Let's go.
I am busy. With haste.
Night has
Darkness
fallen.
reigns.
We'll open up the door here in a little bit and let the creatures in. Okay, we need to charge cycle these guys. Let them regenerate a little bit. Are we fighting? Tell if she's still fighting or not. Okay, yeah, fight all these.
See them tremble.
Lord of the
Bow
dead.
before me.
Vampire.
We're trying to file in there, there's just not room. That's a lot of zombies. Oh, these guys are taking some heat. Let's pick them up. And we still have some room to regenerate. Alright, let's just let them regenerate for a little bit. take a breather.
It shall be so. They will be mine.
Vampire! Death to the living!
Spears, ghoul, there's the guy. What else do they have? There's the grave guard. So we've got the walls. Everybody's in pretty good shape. She could use a little pick-me-up.
I thirst!
His lady.
Debilitated. Can you not cast that on her? Leadership is broken. I don't understand why I can't cast it on her.
We surpass Nagas!
Alright, where is she? She's actually taking a little bit of heat here. Let's get her out of here.
I serve my sire. My
Why can't I heal? Heal's injured, undead, leadership's broken. I don't understand why I can't heal her. She's not maxed out. That's weird. Leadership's broken. Heal's injured. I don't understand why we can't. What the deal is there?
Isabella von Karstein.
Invalid target. Valid target's ally. Is she... Do you not heal other vampires? Okay, so those are all valid targets. Wait, those are not valid targets. Why are those valid? I've healed myself before. Can I just not get over there or something?
I
Nope.
will do this.
What?
your desire?
Where is she? Is it like a line of sight thing or something?
Isabella von Karstein.
Get these zombies in here.
Isabella von Karstein.
So she's right here. Can I just like overcast?
Isabella von Karstein.
Why can't I cast this? Oh, you're on a wall. Okay, so you cannot cast while you're on a wall? That is a very bizarre sounding bug. Okay.
Rebel.
Now, how do we want to... Guess we just send in the clowns first, and then we just surround them, and then we let the other stuff through the gate. Okay, so they're already regening themselves, okay. Can I go take their town square?
All life must end.
Vampire! At once!
What do they have over here guarding their town square? Can I just take it? Black, oh, they have Black Knights. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that. Never mind. Just kidding. Okay, we'll just charge cycle into the back. That's fine. Just roll one down in here. There we go.
Very well.
Okay, so we are regenerating some.
Master of the undead.
Excellent. Quickly.
Okay, we got their lord. We gotta keep charge cycling them. Now we can't get through this gate yet. We don't have complete control of this area. Should be able to charge them in the back and get some stuff done here.
End them. Very well. At once.
Let's go and rotate out. Okay, let's just get these guys over here. Charge these grave guard in the back. Everybody gang up. Did we kill the guy over here? I think we got him.
Hungry for blood.
Vampire. He's late.
Now, how much does this actually heal? That's what I want to say. A good chunk of healing.
Blood von Karstein.
Okay, door's open, right? Yeah, now we can charge in for their stuff. Gotta cycle those charges. We're about to lose some bats, which is not great, but whatever. Not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and charge all these guys in the back.
For Isabella.
Are they running towards the town square or something? I think they're all about to give up. Okay, so they are all dead. bats are failing me. How much are they getting back? Bats. It's like 30 a second, roughly. How many seconds does it say it lasts? 21. So it heals about 600 HP is what it looks like. These guys just seriously do not run though. Like, it takes forever before they just straight out full crumble. Like, these are the last 2 units in the entire... So I feel like they have a huge amount more leadership in this than they do in the vanilla game. I mean, their ward's been dead forever, and their backup ward guy, and every other like unit is dead, but they're just fighting to the death. Where'd you see my bats crumble? Like, I have a hugely winning army and they're crumbling a lot faster. Oh, there's still more.
I will. Do not mock me. The curse of undeath.
I'm just obviously using a lot of magic on them because it just doesn't matter at this point. Pyrrhic victory, dude. We murdered him. What? Come on, bros. Don't troll. See if we can at least get Manfred with a confederation after this. Now I need the money, obviously. We'll see how much I get. But I need this to get to level 3 as fast as possible also. How did everybody do? He captured and killed 111, she killed 64, 52, 92. Yeah. He's killed 200 something. They just constantly got to charge in the back. These did get to fight at the end, I guess. Yeah, it's basically just the Bard guys show. I mean, those things are really strong now. I mean, they are 400 gold apiece, so... Now, I don't know what happens if we subjugate. I honestly do not know. Now, this was tier 2. It might still only give us the tier 1 building. If it just gives us tier 1, then that's a really bad deal. I feel like we're just going to get a tier 1. I think it's going to knock it down, and if that's the case, I want the gold. Wow, sack is provincial instability for 1 point per turn. Well, it used to be 10 as a one-time and then 3 like this, I thought. So that would apply to my other town. I mean, that's going to create a lot of instability if I do that then. If we keep one building, though, this is worth occupy. Do we just roll the dice on it? I'm just gonna occupy it. We'll see what we get. What do we get? Okay, we got one building we can demolish for 600, so we kind of got wrecked on it. But the public order is not going to be nearly as bad. I mean, the... Wait, why do we have negative 15 provincial? What? I occupied. I thought that was for sacking. Seriously? Well, I guess we lost cash there. What did we win? What is this cool new building chain? It said there was something that lets you get vampires a lot faster. Oh, this. Oh, nice. That's 3 for vampire recruits. Oh, sweet. That is actually really nice. For level 1. But we need gold for that. Okay, well, we're definitely getting rid of this building.
Do not mock me.
Why do you want to confederate?
Now is not the time for petty politics, mine brothers, mine kin. Any who defy mine will shall be destroyed.
But what do you want for a confederation, chief?
Descendant of Batori.
Okay, so you just get 2 on your first level up. Is that what it is? Or it's like every other level you get 2? Because I only got 1 that time. That makes me feel a little better. If it just maybe gives you 2 on your first one. That would make me feel a little better. Like, I'm asking it to be harder, basically. Can I take... I do have the Conquer Everywhere here, too, which isn't standard in the normal game, but I like factions being able to conquer everywhere, and I like being able to conquer everywhere. I don't really want to repair this. I do want the mausoleum, but I need this 500 gold more than I need anything else right now. We'll definitely get this, like, very soon. We do want to start cranking vampires. I'm not sure which one's better. I'll have to research and see, Shadow or Death Magic. Historically, I've liked Death Magic more, but they've changed so much. We get a Gibbet.
Unstoppable.
I need to not be in the red.
His lady.
Those are very expensive for what they are. I mean, they are good, but at the end of the day, they're just meat shields. They didn't kill anything last fight, hardly. It was all Vargeists, basically. Vargeist killed everything. Vargeists are expensive, but I feel like they're worth every penny right now, honestly. They just kill everything. They killed more than every other unit combined in that last battle. I'm pretty sure the 2 of them killed more than anything else. I do need to take Waldenhof, though. It's gonna be so hard. They don't have walls. I wish they had. They're recruiting. It's gonna be difficult to deal with. With Vlad, though.
Isabella von Karstein.
Okay, well, these seem pretty... I don't know. Those are actually, like... The armor-piercing damage on those is pretty impressive. They are super expensive. Cost 3 times as much as normal zombies. Well, something has to get cut. That's the thing. Something has to go right now. And I may need to... I can't get rid of Vlad.
Cower before me.
The most expensive stuff. I need to get rid of... I probably need to get rid of these Black Knights, honestly. They're good, but are they that good, you know? Are they good enough to justify 264 per turn? I'm not entirely sure they are at this point. The wolves are okay. These are very, very expensive, but they're so good. I feel like they're a must. Like the vampires and the Vargeist are just a must. So I think I have to get rid of these. Just doesn't matter. I just need meat shields, and then my heroes and Vargeist just tear them up. That's what I feel like needs to happen. We can rehire those if we need to.
Countess of Sylvania. Let us talk.
I am invincible. What?
My garrison looking at Eschen, it's pretty banged up. We confederate with these guys?
Speak now, then go, or my zombies will pull out your tongues.
Okay, you cannot confederate with them. It's fine, we'll kill them in a little bit. I also need to start taking out the moot, potentially. This is 5 units. This is 18. Maybe hack our way through them. I wish they actually had walls. I don't think they have walls, though. I believe that's just a tier 1. Corpse pile is tier 1, right? Yes. Graveguard Watchtower is the upgrade version, so they don't have walls. I think walled battles are actually easier to fight if you have air superiority, which I do with the Vargeist, so...
I thirst.
I could save even more if I just downsize these and just say whatever and just leave Vlad here. And just upgrade money buildings everywhere else. Because there are several places I can put a money building in. Let's go ahead and get rid of this too. I don't need that. I could just raise dead. I think. I mean, maybe I'll come back to regret that, but... Gibbet's worth it, but I need that gold mine.
Isabella.
Vlad von Karstein.
Do I just drop these zombies, or do I go for an assault? Can I go for an assault? Oh yeah, I could just chill for a couple of turns and then just hire some more vampires. Vampires are only 248 per. She's two. Why is she 280? Are death magic ones just more expensive? I don't get it. This one's a higher level. I guess death is just more expensive than shadow. Is that how that works? Yes. Huh. Anyways, I do want this pretty quickly. I guess... Take out the moot. I just don't know. These decisions are so tough early on. Do I downsize or not? The question becomes, can I fight them? And I think the answer is I cannot fight their town until I get a bigger army, and I can't afford a bigger army until I beef up this infrastructure.
Bow before me.
He's
Probably donate a couple units. What does the moot have? Yeah, the moot has some pretty decent stuff. I get. We'll keep it.
Shall know me and tremble.
We'll keep this stuff for now. Okay, so we're good. We'll have Vlad guard this with like. We'll give him some of our units. What time? Oh gosh, honey. Yeah, welcome. So I think it's just gold mine right now. Like, I do want the vampires, but I just cannot afford them until I get a gold mine. We'll figure that out. I think it's going to be next episode, though. Sorry, I was deliberating a little bit. We did get a really good fight here. I just, you know, if you make a mistake this early, it can cost you an entire campaign. So, really, you know, the first 20 turns are often the most important 20 turns in a campaign. So, anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. We'll be back next time. This is a really fun campaign. I'm quite enjoying it so far. And we'll get back to it next time. Have a good day. I'll see you next time.